Live from Studio One in the Steel Cow building located in the historic village of Wakefield, Rhode Island, home of Johnny Cakes and Brickley's Ice Cream. This is The Eden Show, a Greenhouse Entertainment Group production starring the ingenue from Ohio, Eden Casteel. I'm Dan Chaika, and Eden's guest tonight is Ryan Bueter, entertainer extraordinaire. Ryan will be joining Eden in Sounds Like a Song, so put your first line in the comments below. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Eden!
You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. You don't have to be a star, baby. I'd prefer it if you weren't. Don't think your star has to shine for me to find out where you're coming from. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. Hey, thank you very much for being part of the Eden Show tonight. I am Eden Casteel. I produce singers, I perform anywhere, and I am glad you are here. And I play a little piano. Thank you, Dan Chaika, for that wonderful introduction. So
Thank you
we
for
are
having
here.
me.
Yes, it's a great Friday night. We're in my red because it's close to Valentine's Day. Right? Do you have any big plans for Valentine's Day, Dan?
You know, actually, we're
me
going to
too.
brave a restaurant. We're going to brave a restaurant
You
tonight.
are?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
I think I'm going to brave my kitchen. So my husband's a really good cook, so I'm lucky that way. Yep.
We've
I
been
don't
doing
have-
a lot of in-house cooking. So the last time we went was for my lovely's birthday. We're going to go to the same restaurant. 100-foot ceilings, half capacity, and a brand new air filtration system at Hemingway's on South Main Street in Providence, Rhode Island, people.
Hemingway's, South Providence, Rhode Island. Very, very good. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I was in a restaurant. You know, I go to Chez Ron Cowie, and he cooks really good. His chicken marsala is excellent. And chicken marbella is very, very good. So I'm spoiled that way. But we made that agreement early in marriage that when he basically told me, Eden, don't cook. Just don't. And that has worked out really well for us. So I get to eat really well. I'm very fortunate that way. So thank you all for being part of the show tonight. And if you want to be really brave, not only can you put your first line of an unwritten love song in there, so that way me and my guests can play it later, but you can also tell me, where did you go to high school? And if you want to be really brave, tell me what year you graduated. Ooh. So Dan, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I went to Moses Brown School in Providence, Rhode Island, and I graduated class of 1980.
All right. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to freak everybody out. So I don't wear this very much, really. So this is Dublin High School. Oh, wrong
The
side.
Shamrocks.
Shamrocks. Home of the Shamrocks. Class is 1988. I own it. And so I lettered in band and choir. There they are. And there are all my medals from solo and ensemble contest where I had to work really hard. And marching band contests. So the blue ones are when we got superior ratings for choir. And then I remember sewing on my flare. I sewed on extra flare here from different earrings and lockets and things. So I remember using my sewing skills for that. And this says Ohio, something or other. So yeah, Dublin, Ohio, Dublin Kaufman High School is what it's called now. And there are actually a bunch of Dublin high schools now. So my guest Ryan and I tonight, we graduated from the OG Dublin High School, but now it's called Dublin Kaufman. And there's also Dublin Jerome and Dublin Scioto. And I don't know, there might be a fourth by now. So it's really exploded, really big. Oh. But my class of 88, we had like 330 people in a graduating class. How many did you have, Dan?
60.
I once worked at a school that had 4.
Yeah, we knew
4
everybody.
seniors.
You knew everybody in your class. You knew everybody in the classes below you. God forbid you talk to them because they were below you, but you know.
That's right. Right. Oh, here's my dear friend Laura. So DHS class of 88. And so, yeah, she and I were wonderful friends, great friends from 4th grade on. And she said that I walked up to her at the beginning of 4th grade and said, "Hi, I'm Eden Casteel," and that's a weird name. But she remembers that. And I remember she wore white knee-high socks and had this beautiful black curly hair. And that we both used to dress up for the first day of school. We used to do that, right? That was what you did. Because
We had a dress code. Little kids in jackets with no tie and slacks and button-down shirt.
did you mind having a dress code, or did you actually kind of like it?
Couldn't stand it.
Really?
I wanted to wear T-shirts. It was the 70s. Come on. I wanted my concert shirt and now that's all I do is, I keep the coats and the jacket. If I have to make a court appearance, I throw it over my T-shirt, but I always have a T-shirt, It's just the way I am. Love them.
I only bring this out when I'm performing 80s stuff, or if I have an 80s guest that I actually went to high school with. So this is what I get to have. But I wanted to do a couple other things first before I bring him on. See, I'm teasing. And Laura says, oh, yeah, you also said, but I like it. Oh, and here's somebody, Worthington High School, class of 1960. Hi, Dad. And he doesn't have his jacket. So I'm really glad I held on to this. This is really good. All right, so I want to share a few things with you. This is from my friend Bruce Brill out in California, and he sent these around this week. And I know it's one of those things that that makes the internet all the time, but I thought they were funny for anybody who's ever been a gigging musician, like my guest is. These are really funny. Let's see. Oh, okay. Haikus, right? Haikus about being a gigging musician.
Okay.
Money's everything. Playing any gig that comes. Whores. We are all whores. Hi, Dad. So haiku, right? 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables.
Right.
If you say horse, that works. Okay, here's another one. Oh, this one is from my son who plays bass. I once had a dream. Big house, new car, big money. Now I play the bass. This is good. Next week, I'm switching to a different formula so that way I can have a laugh track. Oh, good. This is Bruce from Oakland, California, even though it says Nancy, my wife. Nancy Brill, hello. Actually, I'm so glad that you checked in. And I actually had a music teacher in 4th grade named Mrs. Nancy Brill. Not the same one, probably, but this is her. That is Mrs. Nancy Brill. And she was a dear woman. And she looked, and she acted exactly as she looked. Flamboyant, right? She was a great lady. Loved her a lot. And I'm glad I found this picture. So because Ryan was my guest, I just did everything this week. I went through every box of stuff and pulled everything out. Okay, a couple more haiku. Remember, 5, 7, 5. 3, 8, 7, 8. Stupid Andrew Lloyd Webber. 5, 8, 7, 8. Do you know what that means, Dan?
No.
Okay, so it's referring to time signatures.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And those are really tough time signatures. So, okay, here's one in honor of Chick Corea, who passed away yesterday. Okay, see, those are all jazz names. Okay, so 575. Train, Prez, Bird, Brecker, Giants of the Saxophone. Eat crap, Kenny G. That we can all relate to. Okay. All right, this is true. This really does happen. Okay, next one. Pit orchestra gig. Days and nights become as one. I have no damned life. Although, you know what? I would kill to be in a pit orchestra right now. Right? And most of my gigging musician friends probably feel the same way. It's like, oh man, I can't wait to be bored in a pit again. Right?
Yeah, anything.
It's going to be happen. Okay, this is a good one. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, thanks, singer. This is a good one. Okay, 575. Great changes, good groove. A 1 in a million gig. No singer. Yippee!
Yeah.
It's bad. Okay. Oh, yes. Could you hold that photo? I'll video it for my wife. She's a retired teacher. Bob or Bruce, I will send it to you. Okay. I'll send you a good picture. Okay. Oh, yeah. Because the rest of these haiku are about bad singers. Thanks so much. I can't find my note. Bemoans the confused singer. Quit now, we all pray. Okay. Clearly not written by a singer. Okay. Okay. This is for Laura. Okay. Because she's a trombone player. And her daughter is too. Okay. Ooh. Trombones are too loud. All eyes turn and glare at them. They could not care less.
So true.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gig Haikus. Thank you, Bruce Brill, for these wonderful haikus. That's right. It's not haikus. It's haiku.
Haiku.
I must be careful. Haiku. So, oh yeah, Gary Cooper. I still have my high school band letter jacket too, and it still fits. Band geeks rule. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I got mine big, so that way I could wear it over the marching band uniform just to up the geek level on Friday nights. So that way I could do this. Can you see
Oh
that?
my, I love bands on fields. That's awesome. Marching band.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the Dublin High School Marching Band. We are the Shamrocks, although now I think they're just called the Rocks because Shamrocks just doesn't sound tough enough. So the Rocks. But my parents must have taken this in the stands. So, but there, what we would do is, groups of us would come down and we would play until it was time to actually march in the field at halftime. And it was super fun, and it was the only social life I had in high school. So I am grateful to the Dublin High School Marching Band for giving me something to do on Friday nights. And so, yeah, this is going to be down the memory lane tonight, folks. Totally down the memory lane. But I promise it's mostly, making fun of me. So there's me in standing room only, which was the show choir for my senior year. Look at that shiny green.
You look like Judy Jetson with that outfit.
Thank you. I thought so too.
Yeah.
So, but that was, Dublin had actually a really good performing arts department. This one I like even better because I'm wearing a watch. Right? Is that not cool? Right? Jazz hands, wearing a watch. That's really good. So that was the all-girls show choir. But the other show choir was mixed, and it actually was had been around for years and years, and it was called Shillelagh. Do you know what a shillelagh is?
Absolutely.
Miss Lester. Oh, yeah. A shillelagh is a walking stick. It's
Right.
Irish for a walking stick. So, of course, you're going to name your show choir after a walking stick. But if you're at Dublin High School, you name everything something Irish. So that was Shillelagh. And that was where Ryan and I became friends. So my guest tonight is Ryan Bueter. But first, since Cindy Slusser is on here saying, hey, Eden, Cindy, I'm going to do this to you. This is my choir teacher. She was wonderful. She is wonderful. We had wonderful music teachers at Dublin High School. So I must have taken this picture. I don't know, Cindy, when I took this, but you're still this beautiful. And I really appreciate everything that you did for us. So, yeah, I went through memory lane. So, and I looked for the good pictures, high school friends. I promise. I looked for the good pictures. And also Ryan. Oh, and Laura asked me, did you have any pictures of us in the tuxedo shirts? Yes, I do. So,
Oh my.
isn't that cute?
I love it.
Yeah. So this was called chorale, which was the good choir. So there was the general choir that wore the choir robes, and they had a lot of those. And then this was the select choir, and I was in soprano section, and we wore tuxedos and they had a green jacket, and we had them made to fit us. That looked great. So whenever we went to choir invitationals, we had the nicest stuff because we had stuff that was made for us. So we were really lucky. So I appreciated that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so
that-
looking forward to this.
Yes, thank you so much, Dan. Okay, now I think I've talked about it enough. So, Dan, I'm going to put you in the waiting room, and thank you so much
Yes.
for the intro. I really appreciate it. And now it is time to bring on my friend Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Oh, honestly, hey, you know what? I'm going to miss Larry too, except at least he's with Althea now. Yeah, you're right. Last time I saw Larry, I told him drums weren't the only thing getting beat in my bedroom. But anyways, give my love to the rest of the Flint family. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey,
Hi, Ryan.
how are you?
I'm great. Now, see, I'm wearing shillelagh red.
You are. You have. Hey, is a shillelagh a walking stick or is it an Irish war club?
I don't know. What is it?
I think a
Can somebody tell
shillelagh.
us?
I think a shillelagh is an Irish war club. I don't believe it's a walking stick.
Okay. Irish War Club. That makes more sense, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Didn't one of our mascots have a shillelagh up in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Somebody get on Google and
tell
Google
us.
shillelagh
Yeah.
if you can spell it, because I couldn't spell it for you right now.
I don't know. Okay. And yeah, Chris Reiner says, hi, Eden. Hi, Ryan. So he is correct. Okay, good. You are correct. Thank God. Thank God. I could have gone for the rest of my life not knowing.
Yeah.
So this is the Blarney Stone, right, which was our high school magazine newspaper from February 1986. And I need my reading glasses in order to read about you.
Okay.
Okay. Ryan Bueter by Eric Urban. 5 Dublin High School standouts. Ryan Bueter is known around DHS as the bass player for Shillelagh, but his talent is used in many other ways. Ryan started playing guitar his freshman year, but this is only one of the many instruments he plays. He also plays drums, electric bass, piano, and percussion. His most notable achievement at Dublin was his writing of the Class of '87, which I vaguely remember. The junior class song. This is not the only song he has ever written. Ryan has approximately 27 original compositions that were inspired by some of his favorite bands, such as the Beatles, the Doors, and Rush. Although he has never had anything published, he would like that to change. Blah, 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 blah. Future plans for Ryan include going to college and majoring in his own form of composition. He would then like to make it big, writing and playing progressive rock, but it all depends on his amount of luck and talent. All in all, the future looks rather bright for this young composer. So Ryan Bueter, welcome to the Eden Show.
Wait a second. I should have been wearing shades then.
Yeah, because they're so bright.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, Eden. It's so good to see you. I love you so much. You look so beautiful. You haven't aged at all.
Well, thank you. Neither have you. So your hair is just darker, but you always did have a really good mane.
I still got most of it too. So
That is awesome.
yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, we just pulled it off my back and sewed it onto the top. It's still mine though.
So you're on here because, yes, you're my friend, and we were both super musical in high school, right? You were most musical class of '87, and I was most musical class of '88.
Yeah, something like that. I think Lisa Henderlong also got it with me in my class.
Let's find out. Yes.
Yep.
So, all right, there's Lisa Henderlong, and there is Ryan Bueter, and they were the most musical. And yeah. How's she doing? Have you heard from her?
I have no idea.
Okay. It's all right. Lisa, check in.
Check in, yes. Yeah, let us know.
So, but now you still do music. I still do music. What do you do musically now?
My main thing that I do these days is I have my own entertainment company called the Killer Dueling Pianos, and we do private events all over the United States, and we've even been to Alaska, Europe, everywhere. So,
when did you start that?
Well, I started into the dueling piano career in 1997 in Columbus, Ohio, at a place called Howl at the Moon, which is a dueling piano bar down in the Brewery District back in the late 90s and a little while. And I worked in company for them for, I think, about 8.5 years. Then I kind of traveled and did a lot of, clubs all over the country. And in about 2012, I'm going to say I started with the name The Killer Dueling Pianos. Still working in clubs, but eventually broke off just doing my own thing full time. And I have a staff of about 10 players as well that when I'm booked with my main partner, we can send out other teams.
That's so cool.
And in 2019, my main partner and I did 236 shows across the United States. I think we hit about 11 states in 2019. Wow. The company did close to 500, maybe 480, something around that area. And then in 2020, my main partner and I actually did almost 50 shows before March 13th. And then COVID hit, and then not as many.
Not as many.
Yeah, but we were crushing it for a while there. But phone's ringing. I think I booked 25 shows in as many days in the last, 25 days. The same, we're starting to land about one a day right now.
Mm-hmm. It's starting to come back.
Yeah, and I have an event going on in Texas with two guys right now, and they're doing that tonight down in Midland, Texas, and I have another team working in Iowa tomorrow night.
That's so great. You just send them out?
Excuse me?
So you just send them out? They're there and they have a geographical area that works for them?
I've been doing this long enough that I've got some pretty strong partnerships, across the country. So.
See, I don't remember you playing piano in high school. I remember you as the bassist and the drummer and the songwriter, and you had a bunch of different bands.
I grew up with a piano in the house. My mother was a classically trained piano player. My parents are very musically talented. My father, before, when he was younger, he was a professional singer. My dad actually sang on the Ed Sullivan Show in 58, I think, 1958.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and my parents do their Christmas video every year.
Guys, you have to check out, friend Ryan on Facebook, friend the Killer Dueling Pianos, and then every year his parents do a Christmas video. So, and then this is where I get to plug my dad. So my dad is playing tomorrow night at the Columbus Athletic Club, I think, or is it Columbus Country Club? He will tell me. But he's doing a Valentine's Day show there, and it's a sing-along show. And I think that's one of the things that was cool about us is that we both had these really musical families.
Wonderful parents.
Yeah.
Wonderful parents. Yeah. Yeah, wonderful parents.
So did you like sing around the piano growing up and things like that?
We did some of that. We did do some of that. Music was just big in our house. It was. My oldest brother, Rick, graduated from Ohio State with his major in music ed and minor in jazz guitar. He was like one of the very first, I think, jazz guitar students at Ohio State. So, yeah, lots of music in my family. My other two brothers, Mark and Sean, they were actually all four of us were in Shillelagh.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. My brother Rick was in Shillelagh when we moved from Columbus to Dublin. And Rick graduated class of 78. Mark graduated class of 82, I think. And I think my brother Sean was 83, maybe.
So now I'm going to show a picture of Shillelagh so people know what we're talking about. So this is a show choir, right? What was that what you call it? We were a show choir.
A show choir.
Yeah. And that's where you and I really became buddies was this, right? And that's why I'm wearing red tonight. Just because, can you find Ryan in here? In the center, right? Absolutely.
I'm the one with the big giant hair in the middle.
That's right. And I'm off to the side looking slightly disgruntled, wearing red leggings and a black satin top that I actually kept for years and just slept in it.
Yeah.
So it was great.
I remember, though, I chose those colors.
You did?
Yeah.
I can blame you.
Yeah.
Every year they would change, right? Every year there'd be a different fashion statement.
Yeah. I'm wearing parachute pants in that picture.
That's awesome.
I think I still have those pants somewhere, too.
That was a good look.
We were rock stars.
We were rock stars. So, yeah, so lots of choirs have show choirs. And but Shillelagh was special. And so you were the bassist, and I was the piano player in Shillelagh. I didn't get to sing. So, and I was only in it 1 year. You were in it for a couple years, right?
A couple and a half,
yeah. So, and it was, we learned a lot. What would you say are the lessons that you got out of Shillelagh? And I'm going to make you play something from it.
Oh, crap. Lessons from Shillelagh. I don't know if I was even, paying attention enough to realize if I got a lesson out of Shillelagh. Just more about producing ensemble performances.
That's good. That's good. Life lessons, Ryan. Life lessons.
Yeah.
For the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Producing ensemble lessons.
Yeah. So we had a horn section, keyboard, bass, rhythm guitar, drums, right? And that was a live band that backed the show choir. This is before we had big karaoke tracks, children. And so we had the live band, but other places would just get a piano and they didn't have a band. We had a band. It was a good band. We were good. So the songs we did, the set would change a few times a year. We would go out and play, fundraisers or something for Christmas stuff, right? And then we played for the schools, and then we would play for just various events. So I have certain songs I remember from playing. What songs do you remember from playing?
Well, All Night Long, which coincidentally is still a hugely requested song in the dueling piano world, but
I want to hear it.
I don't sing though, Donnie. Well, my friends, the time has come. Raise the roof and have some fun. So go away, there's work to be done. Let the music play on, play on, play on, play on.
Yep.
All night long, all night long. Yep.
All night.
And then there was
all night. Oh, darn.
There was a I don't need nobody else to tell me how to be. I don't need no place and time. My fiancé, we got the power. We got the power. Yeah. Fun stuff.
I cannot believe I remembered that.
Yeah.
Crap. I played a Yamaha DX7. It was very
Yes.
special.
I remember when the school got that DX7, that was like a step into, holy crap, we got a DX7. I think you can get them for like $79 used now.
They had little cartridges. And so you had to put the cartridges in to get a different song. So I was forever like throwing in the right cartridge, for the set. But I learned a lot of skills from that. I mean, the skills that I learned, because I had just been nothing but classical, right, up to that point pretty much, is, Mr. He shall not be named, who was the director, put me into the band only because I played piano, not because I could play with the band. So I walked into that first rehearsal and I had no idea how to actually to do ensemble work, no clue. And so I started playing, and that was, I think, the first song we worked on in the set. And he said, "Why aren't you going fast enough? Speed up," right? Because I was playing everything that was on the page. So I went crying to my piano teacher, Mrs. Norris, "How do I play in this band?" And she said, "Don't you know how to play chords?" "No, I know how to play Mozart."
Yeah.
And she taught me how to play chords. And my dad, who was a barroom pianist, sat down with me and explained how to keep up with an ensemble. And after that, it was so fun.
Yeah, it really is. Like, once you actually know how to jam along, you can throw the sheet music to the side and just go, music is the language, and like people say, well, do you need music to learn a song? Like, it's probably going to take me a hell of a lot longer to learn a song if you put the music in front of me and just put the song on, and 9 times out of 10, I'll be playing along with it before the song is over with.
Songs, they just have form. And once you know it, you can kind of figure out stuff. I think people make it much harder than it has to be.
Yeah,
right?
They say it's very mathematical, but you can ask Mr. Griffith. I didn't do so well in math in high school.
No. I remember that part. And then a lot of my memories of music in high school, yes, they involve you, because you and I were in a lot of different groups at the same time. So we both did marching band, and we both did the show choir. You did jazz band. I sang with the jazz band, and I did chorale and standing room only and stuff like that. So we both basically lived in the music department. Yeah.
I actually went to summer school by choice, 3 years, so that I could have more, study hall. So I had more study halls in the music department.
Did that too.
Yeah.
I took geometry and American history in the summer, so that way I could take music theory with Dr. Keller, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm so glad I did that.
Yeah, I think my only classes my senior year, like legitimate classes, were maybe English and maybe a math class or something.
Can you tell viewers we were really into music and
we were really into music.
That was really fun. So
I tell my mother and father, I always tell them, how grateful I was that they, provided me with music lessons and musical instruments and stuff. I said, the good news is it worked.
But yes. And even if we had wound up being accountants, which are good things to have, or anybody else, I still wouldn't have traded a minute of that music time. It made
No, I wouldn't either. Jeff Keller was so inspirational to me. And even though I wasn't a real play by the rules or by the book type kid, I think Jeff might have understood me or something. I don't know, but he was very inspirational to me, And really, all the music teachers there were, because, given direction and whatnot. And, it was a lot of good stuff. High school wasn't the greatest time for me, because there was a lot of things about my personality and my genetic makeup that don't jive well with being 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, and in a rather straight-laced community.
We were in Dublin, Ohio.
Yeah, which is a great place. I mean, I'm glad I grew up in Dublin, Ohio, and not some other place. I think the world is a little more open to artistic these days. Remember, this was just, he was, coming out, and, certainly, the freaks on TV, but I do have a lot of good memories from high school, and the difficulties that I went through weren't music related. They were due some pre-existing conditions and stuff,
Growing up is hard.
Yeah.
No matter how you do it. I think music helped me, manage to navigate it, but it's hard no matter who you are. Growing up's hard.
Yeah. It is,
Do you remember this one? Let's see if you remember this. Let's see, it was it. Do you ever have to play this one? Commodores?
I don't even remember playing one.
Oh, I'm losing you a little bit.
I don't remember playing that one.
I remember us playing it. Da, da, da,
I want to share all my love with you.
Oh, you're thinking Endless Love. But still not bad. That's Still by the Commodores.
Oh.
Girl, tell you this.
Well,
there is nothing left.
Then he also borrowed a little bit of the melody for Endless Love.
He did. And actually, I was looking at that because actually this song has a lot to do with high school for me. And there's no dating involved because that was my life in high school. There was no dating involved. But why didn't
we date? Why didn't we date in high school?
Because you were dating everybody else, Ryan.
Okay. I think I had 2 girlfriends in high school.
You were serious with them. I mean, that was my impression.
I've actually always been mostly a relationship guy.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
My parents met when they were 13.
Yeah.
They got married when they were 20.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to tell me a different story.
No, they met at junior high, got married when they were 20, stayed married for 53 years until my mother passed away. Mm. And nobody can beat that love story, right? So in high school, once I hit 13, 14, and I didn't meet him, I figured I was done for.
Yeah.
So, things got better later. But that song, what we did, and I like to tell this story just because I think this is how I ended up being a musician, is partly that song. Do you remember John Justice?
Of course.
Yeah. Rest in peace, John Justice. But he was involved in as much music as we were, pretty much, and he was a trumpet.
He was super talented. That kid was an amazing trumpet player.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, he was a very talented guy.
I'll see if I have a picture of him, too. I put a bunch of pictures in here. I don't, but I'm going to put one up on the notes later because he's important. Yeah. So, John, he didn't play in Shillelagh with us, but he did other stuff. He was really good at trumpet and singing, and he acted and everything, and he was quiet. But we had that new performing arts center that was built while we were in high school because you and I played for the opening of it. I'm sorry, guys. I saved everything. I know I seem like such a loser, but I just saved a lot of stuff. And I haven't seen any of this in like 30 years. So we were playing all this stuff. And then they had a talent show or something a few months later. You were in it. I was in it. And I do have that picture because I'm Eden Casteel and I have pictures of this stuff. So there's that.
There we go.
There we are. All right. That was great. Now you and I were on the same page in the yearbook. That made it so easy. Thank you, yearbook people. But John, so the audition day, right? We're in this beautiful new theater, and we all prepared our stuff. You auditioned with your band. I auditioned doing "I Only Have Eyes for You," trying to make it like Whitney Houston. Total fail. And then John was just milling around and kind of looking around. And then finally it was his turn to audition. And he kind of looked at me. He said, "Hey, do you know that song Still by the Commodores?" And I thought, nobody's ever asked me that before. And so I sat at the beautiful new piano and I just went, "You mean this one?" And I had no idea what was coming out of my fingers. And I started playing it. And he said, "Yeah, that one." He said, "I'm going to do that one." He said, "Will you play it?" Yeah. And then he had no idea how to get an ensemble together, but I knew I could count on you. "Ryan, will you play it? Drew, will you play it?" And all of a sudden we got an ensemble together for him. And he stood up there and he auditioned with it. And we had never played it before. And we just did it. That's what I remember. And it was such a rush to get to do that. So then we did it for him. And that he pulled it out of his ass to do that. I just thought that was amazing that he could do that. And that we could do that. And that we had the skill to do that at the age of 15 and 16.
I don't remember that at all, but I'm going to take your word for it.
It was a great memory. So then the day of the show came and we did it. And he got up, and then because he's John Justice and he plays good trumpet, he threw in a flugelhorn solo in the middle. And I don't think I knew that was coming. And so you and I, we were just kind of playing. And so the band is back there and we look great and we're well lit. And then all of a sudden he starts playing and I could hear girls screaming in the audience. Woo! Because that was the kind of thing that turned on girls in the 80s, was flugelhorn playing by John Justice. And he nailed it. He nailed it. He sang it well. We played it well. It was a really good performance. And I think that's when I realized, I thought, maybe there's something other besides opera. Maybe I want to be in a band. And it only took me another 25 years to actually. It didn't take you as long. You were in lots of bands.
Yeah. For me, playing music was, when I was very young, I remember seeing one of the old replays of Beatles on Ed Sullivan. And I saw some clip of that, when I was maybe 6 or 7 years old. I don't know. I said, that looks like a lot of fun. And my brother Rick had got me my very first pair of drumsticks when I was about 7. Mm-hmm. And then my parents and him got me set up with lessons. And I had 7 years of drum lessons. And
you played tritoms.
I played snare the first years, trios the third year, and quads my senior year. But it's such a blur to me, so much of that stuff.
I'll hold the memories for us, Ryan, I promise.
Thank you.
Closure.
Playing music to me is, there's an escape to it. I look at it this way because, there's been some changes in my life, and playing music to one, I believe it's a gift that we get through birth to be able to do this. And you can learn music off a sheet of paper, but if you can also learn to do it without the paper, that's the gift. And I kind of look at it as this is, that for me, that comes from God. And there was a long time where I did music where I wanted you to, hey, listen to my song type guy. Hey, I want to play, hey, everybody look at me type entertainment. Mm-hmm. And some changes in my life, I realized that it's not about me. Entertaining is not about me. Mm-hmm. It is about God working through me. And the blessing and the gift is that I get to do it. But God has given me this gift, like keys to a car. And he says, now go out and drive and spread some love. Make people feel good with this gift that you've been given. It's not about you. It's about the gift and the magic that music goes from one person to many. And that's the way I look at it. I don't need a pat on the back anymore when I play a song or anything like that. It's not about me. As much as I post about selling the business or whatever, that's about business. But the action of it, to me, is truly about something from God, a greater power above, to bring people together for a better cause. And that's what music is to me today. And it's been that way for, a number of years.
We're playing for other people, but we're playing for ourselves.
Yeah. Back in 2011, I was playing in a piano bar in Fullerton, California. Mm-hmm. And it was a Tuesday night. There's about 4 people watching the whole time. And a woman wanted to hear Summer of 69 by Brian Adams.
Summer of 69.
And I played it, and it was a 3-hour show that we were doing. And she sat there, she got there, but she listened till the end of the night. She came up to me and she said, "Thank you for playing the Brian Adams song." She goes, "That was my son's favorite song. He was killed in Iraq 3 months ago. And this is the first time I've been out and the first time I've been able to feel him with me since then." Oh. And so I was in, not too long after that, playing in Temecula, California on a Wednesday night. And this was after the San Bernardino shooting. And a woman left me a note on the stage, very similar. She goes, "Tonight was the first time that I've been out since the San Bernardino." Or she said, "I was in the San Bernardino shooting. My best friend was killed. My father passed away this last week. This is the first time I've been able to be out and enjoy myself. And I still have that note saved. I've posted that note online before on my Facebook page before. And when you get notes like that from people in the audience, or they come up and share that experience with you, you realize that there's nothing special about what you're doing, that something bigger than yourself had to bring it all together and give you that ability. So if someone says, you guys are great up there tonight, my answer is usually, you have no idea how little I had to do with what happened on stage tonight. To me, it's all from God.
It comes to
Yeah.
All right, play me the number one song that people ask for.
The number one song that people ask for. It's probably a mixture of a couple of songs, but it's probably, and I'm going to do it in a different key, but it's probably just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Probably Journey is probably the biggest one. Blaming all of my roots, I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie fair. The last one, no, the last one to show, I was the last one. I thought I'd see that. That's huge. This is a big one. I'm doing it, C.
I know where you are.
That's a big one. So much drama in the LBC, kind of hard being Snoop, the O-double-G, but somehow, somewhere, keep it coming. I'm a fool like every single day, man. That's Gin and Juice.
Yeah.
That's huge.
On guitar, okay.
Well, no, on piano. I mean, I do all these on piano.
You got to do it.
My piano's over there. I'd have to pick the computer up and walk over there.
You're fine. It's Killer Dueling Guitar.
Yeah. But there's 50 songs that you can guarantee are going to be pulled up most times, and there's other ones. I mean, there's new stuff too that comes out. And
you get asked for Adele a lot.
Adele. We used to.
Yeah.
It doesn't pop up that much anymore.
What is the biggest downer?
Songs that I don't sound good singing, even in a transposition.
Because sometimes people ask for stuff that they like the mood of it, but they have no idea how it kills a party.
Oh crap!
Right? And they mean well, but
yeah.
If you begin, I've heard that you settle down and I mean, God, it just kills the room until you get to the chorus.
They will, yeah, but don't bore us. Get to the chorus. Songs like that, I generally don't sing, not because I don't want to, but I don't sound good singing songs like that. My partner Donnie and many of my other partners have really high voices. I'm a baritone that scratches the tenor range, so if I do something like that, it's going to be, very comical, and that's fine. And I'll give a comical delivery to it. Come home, Camilla, night. Father said, when you gonna live your life right? Oh, Daddy, do you know you're still number one? And girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have girls. They wanna have fun. Guys wanna drink beer. So there's a lot of comedy involved with what we do, and it's all crowd interaction. The Killer Dueling Pianos are an all-request crowd interactive music and comedy show.
And now's a good time for me to show your website. So I'm going to show you where is the Killer Dueling Pianos. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see that?
Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Ooh.
Yeah, we see the middle of it. We don't see the header.
Okay.
Can you scroll down?
I'll see what I can do. I'm going to take off the branding here so we can see that. So actually, I'm seeing what they see. We're on the side, Ryan, but they can see the whole thing. So let me see if I can scroll down for that. There.
Oh, no, go the other direction.
Other direction. So there's some videos, but you can check this out, guys. It's duelingpianosforhire.com.
Yeah.
There's Ryan when he had short hair.
Yep.
Right? And you can see some clips of what he does.
That video there on the right, that was a pretty fun show. We the top one we headline. No, not that one.
Okay, not that one.
The one right there.
Here.
That one, yeah.
Okay.
That one
Look
right
at that
there.
logo. Look at that, nicely done.
That was. I don't think they can hear that, but we actually got called to headline. Was it 2018 or 2019? 2018 or 2019. We headlined the Beverly Hills block party. They shut down Rodeo Drive, and we co-headlined with one of the Voice Spain winner. But it was great. Like there we were, Beverly Hills, in front of 5,000 people, rocking Rodeo Drive, and that was a neat thing for us. And we've gotten to do. I mean, I've done over 5,000 dueling piano shows in my life.
That's awesome.
From the clubs to all the private events, over 5,000 shows, probably over 6,000 now, but
it's coming back.
Yeah, a lot of shows.
Well, since you're so good at playing songs that make people happy, one of the things I like to do is to invite people to write in first titles of songs that haven't been written yet. And since we know that you're a great composer and performer, you get to turn them into songs. And I just get to sit back and watch. So I might play one with you, but we'll see. All right. So, and Ryan, I asked people to do this. Some of my guests go, "Oh, I don't know." Ryan just said, "Yeah, what?"
About the thing about being an entertainer is you just got to be comfortable being bad sometimes.
This is right.
Well, before we get into this, here's the thing. I watch people look at a live singer or something like that. First of all, I'm not a big fan of shows like The Voice or any of those shows. You sing one freaking song a week. All right. Try doing 100 a night for 3 hours without a break, 5 nights a week. It's a little bit different. So if I only had to sing one song a week, I'd probably sound phenomenal at every show too. But, when you're on tour and you get sick, people don't understand when you say we're canceling. So you don't cancel unless you're hospitalized. Sometimes you're not as good as you'd like to be. But what people don't understand is canceling. So what do you mean you're canceling? What do you mean you're sick? Why can't you sing? You're sick.
You're an entertainer. You know what to do.
Yeah. People don't understand when you're sick, or people want to keep you on the phone talking all day long. You're like, I have to rest my voice. Like, why do you have to rest your voice? Like, well, you don't do what I do. So sometimes you have to rest your voice, and you're having a party. I can't come to the party. Why? Well, it's cold and flu season and I don't want to get sick. Well, that's a lame excuse. I'm like, yeah, if I don't get sick though, I don't get paid and you don't pay my bills. So there's a lot of strange things out there about being a professional singer that people don't understand. And being sick is one of them. Like if somebody has a cold and they say, oh, I'm not contagious. Horse shit. All right. How did you get it? You're not contagious. Where did you get it?
All right. Here's your first song. This is Kelly Patrick. You speak those words I long to hear. Turn that into a love song, Ryan.
A love song? You speak those words I long to hear.
Speak those words I long to hear.
Time makes you wonder how long something lasts, what is clear. So when you say go away, you speak those words I long to hear.
Yes!
I went a different direction with it.
I love it. No, that's exactly what I wanted.
Nobody was prepared for that outcome, were they?
No, I was throwing money at you. I totally.
So my buddy Jeff Powell, who is a world-renowned sound man and whatnot, and a massively talented artist himself, Jeff said, Ryan, you have an incredible knack for writing songs about where everything's perfect and something just goes colossally wrong.
That's your gift.
Right from the heart. Hi, Kelly. I love you. Kelly's one of my best friends.
Here is my class, Jennifer Patero Spiro. This is what she wrote in. I said, turn this into a song. Yeah. Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah. I'll try to join you on it if I can.
When you get down in the club, gotta make it move so right. When you get down in the club, you're feeling sexy tonight. Give me that. Ah. Ah. Give me that. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, yeah. Give me that. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ah. You get me hot. You get me hot tonight. You can sell that one to Maroon 5. Shallow and pedantic.
All right, here's one. Christine Thomas O'Mealy, my friend. Does this look infected?
Does this look infected? Does this look infected? Does this look infected? I'm gonna eat it anyway. Does this look?
That wasn't even hard for you.
No.
Okay.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing this. So I didn't have to. Okay. Ben Hadley.
Ben
Hadley. I don't even know if he's watching.
Yeah,
So, but he loves to give tough ones. Ben Hadley. It was love when I realized our mood stabilizers were compatible. Uh-huh.
Way to smile. Then I met you. I grew, stabilized, out of control. It was love when I realized our mood stabilizers were compatible. It was love when I realized that our mood stabilizers were compatible.
Yeah. Take the pill. Okay. All right, Ben. Boom. That's just for you, Ben. Okay. This is Laura. But she didn't actually say this, at least not initially. I'm really fucking tired of cleaning the same damn messes every fucking day. Sorry, children, if you're watching. Are you switching to piano?
I got dishes in the sink. I got dirty plates and pans. I hate clean the same damn stuff messes every single day. I got dishes in the sink. I got dirty plates and pans. I am tired of cleaning the same damn messes every fucking day.
There, I played piano for it.
I want to, bring some of this. Actually, my dishes are clean. I am like, here's the thing. I hate dirty dishes. All right. You know why?
Why?
Because bacteria grows on dirty dishes. And what does bacteria do? Bacteria makes us sick. What happens if I'm sick? I can't sing. So I hate dirty dishes.
Bacteria grows in dirty dishes, and then I can't sing a note. Bacteria grows in dirty dishes, and I say to my throat, does this look infected? Okay.
Wash your dishes, bitch. Wash your dishes, bitch. Oh,
for about 12 viewers. I hope you're enjoying.
Yeah.
Okay. Cynthia Vaughn. I thought I'd miss more people, but in a pandemic, I've got you.
I'm tired of all these Zoom calls. I'm tired of staying inside. I'm tired of fake football. I want to run and hide. I've got cats and dogs that I love, so I'm gonna sing to the cats and dogs. I thought I'd miss more people, but Frisky, I've got you. In that pandemic, I've got you.
That is beautiful. That's beautiful. Who did that go to?
The cats and dogs.
The cat. That's right. Okay, that's a fundraiser for the cats and dogs.
Yeah.
You're doing a fundraiser right now, aren't you?
Well, we have done a ton of fundraisers. Over the years, we've worked for some great organizations. We've worked for Wounded Warrior Project, Purple Heart Foundation. There's a fantastic organization out of San Diego called Be Present, which we've helped raise money for. That they're a foundation which enriches the lives of young people living with cancer. And then the past 3 years also, we've taken part in something called LLS, Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, Man of the Year, Woman of the Year campaigns. And each year LLS, local representatives from LLS nominate local members in their community, whether they have cancers or not, but local people in their communities to campaign for a Man of the Year and Woman of the Year in their region. And basically what they are is they're individual money-raising campaigns to get the heralded title of Man of the Year or Woman of the Year. Mm-hmm. And in the past 3 years, we have performed at these individuals that have been nominated fundraisers. This year, they called me to let me know they nominated me for Man of the Year campaign. So I'm excited about that. And I will be announcing more about my campaign and what's going on. I'll be posting links to where you can donate to my campaign. Once again, the money is not for me. We're raising money for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And it's just my campaign. If I raise the most, I might get that heralded title of Man of the Year for Central California. So I'm excited about that. I'm honored. I'm scared to death, but you know what's scarier than this is, a cancer diagnosis. So
yes, I'm
looking forward to my goal is $50,000 in the name of my friend Jen Doyle, who passed 15 years ago from leukemia.
I remember her.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about her.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make sure that you sign up for newsletters for duelingpianosforhire.com. Make sure you like them on Facebook, and that way you can find out what Brian's doing, right?
Yeah. Our Facebook page is the Killer Dueling Pianos on Facebook. We're the only dueling piano company out there with over 45,000. I don't think anybody is even close to us. I think a few other companies have maybe 10,000, but we've got over 45,000 fans on our Facebook page worldwide. And then duelingpianosforhire.com is the website. And of course, anybody can just call me at 44.
Oh, no. Wait. Try again. We lost you a little bit, Ryan. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay, try again. Say the phone number again.
443-695-4978. They can call me.
Go ahead. Yeah, call
They can call me directly. We perform all over the United States. So, and I've got a partner that I work with out of, I think he's actually in Rhode Island. Oh, he's in Maine.
Okay. That's different than Rhode Island. It took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah. But East Coast, we cover the whole East Coast.
It's true. You do. You cover everywhere.
Yeah, we do. We play everywhere.
I'll drop all of this information on the Eden Show Facebook page and also on the YouTube page. It'll also be my website, which is edencasteel.com. Basically, anywhere you need to get to Ryan, you can get through me.
I always like when I type the website to capitalize the D, the P, the F, and the H.
Okay. I'll do that. We're done in 2 minutes, so I won't be able to do it now. But I'll make sure I do it on the other side.
I'm just that picky.
You are. Well, it could get you sick otherwise. So
is our show over already?
It almost is.
No. This is great.
I know. The hour goes fast, right? We had a lot to talk about. Let's see. What other humiliating pictures can I put up here? They're not humiliating. They're fun. So, here's you. And there you are with our friends Terry and Dan and Brian. Can you see that?
Yes. Yes. I was certainly posing in that picture.
I like the blue steel. This is good.
Yeah, I invented blue steel.
You did invent blue steel.
They stole that. In fact, if you look at that face and the face of the comedian, I can't remember his name. They almost look the same.
Yeah.
You think he stole that from me? I probably stole it from Duran Duran.
And this is your high school graduation.
Oh, look at that guy. God damn, he's handsome.
Look at at the hair. You lucky duck. I mean, really. It's just awful. But that's the guy I remember. This was me freshman year.
Look at you.
There, I'm making it the same.
Yeah, but you're so cute. You were cute then and you're cute now, and you're beautiful then and you're beautiful now.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you very much.
Your husband's a lucky guy.
Well, thank you. I'll make sure to tell him frequently.
Done.
Done, right? Totally. So, do you remember the fight song?
I know the drums.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. So
Da 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 da. Yeah.
Fight on for Dublin.
Dublin will win. Fight to the finish. Never give in.
Rah, you do your best, boys. We'll do
The rest, boys.
Fight on for DHS.
Yeah, and then there was Pep's song also. Dot dot dot.
Did it have a word?
Da, da. There probably were words somewhere.
They're probably dirty.
Somewhere in the 1890s, I'm sure somebody wrote words.
Because we marched to this so much, I know it by heart.
You are so good.
Whatever. Okay.
You are so good. You are so good.
Learn by ear. I practice with you.
Yeah, your dexterity is so wonderful on the piano, though.
Well, if you ever need another dueling piano person, call me.
You never know. You never know when that's going to happen. It's happened before.
I mean, my number is 401-932-5589. So come on, Ryan. All right. So if you really liked tonight's show and you would like to tip us, we don't mind. My numbers are up here too. So I'm in Venmo, Eden Casteel 1, or I just joined Buy Me a Coffee. And it's just my name, Eden Casteel. Have you heard about this thing, Buy Me a Coffee, Ryan?
No, I haven't, but
You totally should do it. So it's a way for people to tip you for online performing.
okay.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. And it's also a way to ask if people would like to request a certain song, they can buy you more than a coffee. They can buy you 2 or 3 coffees and request a song. So it's kind of a virtual piano bar.
Is it only coffee or can it be cash too?
It can be cash too.
All right.
Yes.
Because I can only drink so much coffee, then I got to take a set break.
That's right. Right. I just said buy me a libation. And by libation, I mean give me money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, it's just a cute thing, but it's nice. And it's just a nice little thing you can do online. Lonnie McGee. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lonnie. So he and I did the musical together. So I guess I'm going to have to do another whole one with people I did musicals with, because you and I didn't do musicals together, did we?
I don't know what part. I can't remember what part I took in the sophomore, junior, senior musicals. I remember I was the fiddler in Fiddler on the Roof. I was in the pit for The King and I
Yes,
think.
you were. I just realized this today.
Was I the pit director?
You played bass in the pit. No. Brad Betts played bass. Drew and Ryan were percussion along with Stan Williams. And I was Tup Tim, which now is very insensitive of me. But I played Tup Tim.
What's Tup Tim?
Oh, she was like the second banana wife to the king, and she was in love with Lunta. And so, she didn't want to marry the king, but she was going to be like the second or third or 10th or 20th wife or whatever.
Is that show politically incorrect now or something?
Slightly, but the movie was good and the story was good. It was the original story was by Anna, and she
Anna and the King.
Anna the King of Siam.
Anna the
right?
King.
Yeah. So but that was the first show that we did in the new Performing Arts Center. So it was fun. It was we did a big show. We rented all the costumes. And
wasn't Scott Greniger the king?
Yes, he was. And Kelly Stitch was Anna Leon Owens, and she's great.
I remember a few things.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I have a picture of Kelly too, because Kelly was also in Shillelagh.
Kelly who?
Kelly Stitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the one picture I had of me not wearing the red pants. I really didn't like the red pants. I really didn't, but I did like this, and so I only got to wear it like maybe once. And this was like the end of the year. We were doing some outdoor concert. And so I got a picture taken with Kelly.
That's John Rucker standing in the background.
That is, yeah. And there's Dolly and that's Beth. Is that Mandy? So yeah, I can't believe I remember all those names. But have you kept in touch with people?
People do check in with me time to time. I think, well, not everybody's still, you're not in Dublin. I think there's probably a lot of people that know what I'm doing, and I kind of see what other people are doing as well. I mean, anybody can call me anytime. I mean, it's not like, people can call anytime. People should call, people should be checking in with each other. Not everybody's doing okay right now. So, people pick up the phone and just call your friend, call and check in on people.
Yeah, do that. Call and check in on people. It's more fun than going to a reunion. Have you been to any of our reunions?
Yes, I have. I can't remember the last one I went to though.
And now that we have Facebook, it's kind of like, okay, I've seen you on Facebook, so we've caught up.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's hurt a little bit, but maybe it'll be, it'll come back. And maybe now with the pandemic, hopefully, resolving at some point, we'll all want to meet each other however we possibly can. And that'll be great.
Yeah. I think people are going to hug a little longer. There's going to be a lot of double mint moments out there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So what's the song that people say?
A big red moment. Kiss a little longer, hug a little longer, make love a little longer with big red moments. It's big red.
Get asked to play that?
No, we do stuff like we do like TV theme songs and just sit right back and you hear a tale of faithful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper fat as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. We do. Every once in a while, I got some of my buddies in the business. Probably the best dueling piano entertainer I know is a guy named Todd Cutshaw out of Warren, Ohio. And Todd knows every commercial and TV theme song that ever happened, and Todd's outstanding. So,
yeah. And you don't keep a book for any of these. You just have them up in your head, right?
Yeah.
By now.
Every once in a while, I got to look some lyrics up on an iPad. There's a lot of guys out there that use iPads the whole show. I use them if it's something I don't like, if they got to look up lyrics. My thing is this: if you have to look the lyrics and the music up, you're still not ready to entertain that song. If I don't have, I don't usually have to think about the music much because I have this weird condition called synthesis, where when I'm playing, I see colors of the chords I'm playing.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah. Musical notes almost always register color to me.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. What does blue sound like?
Blue sounds like, okay, that's a D. D is blue, E is black, F is purple, G is red, A is orange, B is yellow, C is green. So, and then it's weird. It's weird how my brain registers the middle notes. I don't know if it's something just from playing for so long, or that there's an actual, like some people, I don't have perfect pitch. Some people have perfect pitch. Yeah. So I don't have perfect pitch. I have relative pitch.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I almost have perfect tempo though.
That's really good. I don't have that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can almost, if you tell me like 114 or something like that, I'll be able to get 114, I'll be able to get super close to that.
That is useful.
Yeah.
That is really useful.
Yeah. Yeah. So
perfect pitch means that if choirs decide to transpose, you are screwed.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I know piano players that have perfect pitch, and on the dueling gig, they get really screwed up sometimes on scale. But I can transpose like that. If you tell me play an F sharp, because I see the chords in pictures and colors, it just, it all is this weird alphabet soup puzzle that my brain puts together for transposing. But like, I know a lot of people that can't transpose, or, if they have perfect pitch, they're really uncomfortable doing songs in, a half step down, or, and they screw their voices up because they try to sing things in all original keys. Mm-hmm. Elton John isn't singing stuff in original keys anymore. You shouldn't have to either.
Nah, you can totally do it now.
I do the best I can for that night. But there's also things about there's also things about voicing too, that if you're not going to sing it in the original key, there's things about voicing, how you voice it on the piano. Like if I've done Don't Stop Believin' in A before.
A.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right there.
Yeah, but my left hand will be on the last octave of A and A at the bottom. No, one more. Yeah, but here's it. Yeah, now do that with your right hand playing the parts just above C.
Right here?
Yeah. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. So what I'm talking about is voicing.
Yeah.
All right. So it's still got some power there because the voicing of the chords allows for my voice to fit in the middle there, and it'll still work out. So understanding voicing in space on chords and that sort of thing is, in my opinion, very important to surviving singing 5 nights a week, 3 hours a night.
Yeah. It's important.
And tempo is everything. I think pocket is pocket and tempo. You can play things a bit faster, sometimes because of the live energy. But there's got to be pocket there. So take your foot off the pedal, learn to play with the metronome, whatever instrument it is that you're doing, and learn how to play without the pedal on piano.
And then you can possibly audition for Ryan.
Yeah.
I think I have work to do.
As soon as we have more gigs, everybody can.
Okay.
In 2019, I didn't have enough players to fill gigs. Now it's a little bit different, but it's all going to come back.
So he's telling me that I might be on a waiting list, guys, but that's okay. That's okay. I can wait. I've waited this long. I can wait a little longer.
Show me what your song list is, and then we'll do it.
Okay. It's very esoteric, but I can get better.
You know what? Dueling pianos is sometimes not the musician's gig. A lot of people that are musicians aren't thrilled with what we do because what do we play? We play the songs people want to hear. Guys in bands might want to play whatever. I don't know what guys in bands want to play, but
Rush.
we're playing the Brown Eyed Girl and Taylor Swift. Okay.
Favorites.
And you know what? I don't mind it. I love playing all that stuff. We're playing what people want to hear. And people are like, well, those songs suck. Apparently they don't suck because everybody wants to hear them.
Everybody wants to hear them.
What I do is about bringing a happy, joyful, free couple hours of time to people to not have to think so much about what's going on in their lives. Exactly. People hire us to have a good time, and that's what we do.
So you can contact Ryan Bueter at Dueling Pianos for Hire, which I will capitalize that later. You can reach him on Facebook, and the page on Facebook is the Killer Dueling Pianos. There goes my mouse. And he'll play. He'll be playing again and again and again and making people happy. You've made me so happy being on the Eden Show. Thank you so much. You gonna play the number one?
You make me so happy. So I'm happy.
Oh God, happy. It might be crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I don't remember the next line of the song.
Because
like a wind without a wind.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel the Eden Show is for you. Thank you all very much for watching the Eden Show. Mwah.
I love you, Eden.
I love you, Ryan.
We'll talk to you soon. Is this it? Is this where we go?
Yep, you stay right there. But I'm going to say goodnight to everybody else. Good night, everybody.